Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I'm Patricia and today I'm filming a video for you. I'm filming the 5 to-dos when planning your perfect city break. Now I would say I'm quite a traveller myself. In the span of a year, I've gone to Austria, Egypt, Portugal, Estonia, Finland, Tenerife, Nice and Latvia. And in the following few months, I'm planning on Rome and Alicante. This state is really bothering me, but
ignore it and we'll continue on with the video.
So yeah, as I was saying, my year is pretty full of city breaks that I take. Well, most of them are city breaks. And with that experience, I became pretty good at planning them. So here I am to give you the 5 areas you need to consider before booking your very own city break. Number 1 is a pretty obvious one. You need to choose a type you want. Whether it's a longer holiday or a city break, this video is more focused on the city break. However, it's very important to know your budget and your aim of the holiday. Do you want to see a specific landmark? Do you want to go shopping? Do you want to just experience a new culture? It's a really good idea to have these thought out in your head. I take city breaks around Europe. I live in the UK myself, so Europe is the most convenient place to go for my city breaks. Also, for budgeting, I tend to budget around £200 to £300 per person depending on where you go. Keep in mind, some places in Europe are very cheap and some can be very expensive, like London, Paris, Rome. Those are more on the pricey side. However, they are still affordable if you plan your budgeting right. Now, this brings me on to number 2, which is saving money for your trip. So we end up spending between £500 to £1,000 together, depending on how much we shop and how much we eat and how many activities we plan to do. Just a disclaimer as well, I want to mention that every week I put between £50 to £100 in my savings for my trip. That's how I afford to do them often. And if you want a video on how to save money, give this video a like and I might do one in the future. Prices will range on the country you're going to and what you intend to do there. My cheapest flight was £9.99 to Luxembourg last year, which meant that we can afford a more luxury apartment. However, flights to Rome can be more expensive. I think we paid £80 per person. Therefore, we had to consider what kind of a hotel or apartment we want to make sure it stays in our budget. Now, talking about flights, number 3 is the actual flight. Having so much experience in buying flights, I have figured out that the websites have an algorithm. Some decent budget airlines are Ryanair, EasyJet and Wizz Air that I use. Now, also it's important to look for flights usually between Tuesday to Thursday for cheapest prices, because on the weekend people spend more time on the internet and usually on Fridays people get wages, so the airline companies tend to put their prices up. So I recommend looking on Tuesdays to Thursdays. And also it's very important to look for flights at mid-month. Usually if you book a flight in the middle of a month, you'll get the best deal, because I know that most people get paid at the end of the month and business is business for the airlines. They'll put the prices up again because they know people are more likely to have the money to buy flight. Therefore, if you are on a budget, look in the middle of the month from Tuesday to Thursday on the weeks. Now, number 4, which is the actual place that you're staying at. So some things that you need to consider when booking your hotel or apartment is the location. What I usually do is if I find a really good deal on a hotel or an apartment, I'll type in the address into Google Maps and then find like a popular location in the city centre of the city that I'm travelling to and put them on directions to see how far the place is, because a lot of the times you can really miscount how much money you'll have to spend on traveling to and from if you accidentally book the place too far from the city centre. So I usually say a 30-minute walk radius around the city centre is okay, because obviously if you stay right in the city centre it will be more expensive. Now, I usually book my places to stay through Airbnb or booking.com. I have some links down below for both of the websites if you want to use them. You can get pretty good rewards and discounts when you use links from other people. So if you want to use mine, that'll be a win-win situation. Another thing, if you type in the place of your location that you found to stay at into Google Maps and then look at it around, you'll be able to see what supermarkets they have, what restaurants that they have. This is really helpful if you want to plan your days out, so you know how far a supermarket is or a restaurant or a bakery if you want to make your own breakfast and stuff. Because usually if we book our own apartment, we make sure that there's a supermarket like literally across the road or something, just for convenience, because the last thing you want to be doing in the morning is trying to find a supermarket for some groceries so that you can make breakfast. Keeping in mind you've got a limited time because you're on a city break. Or alternatively, you can book a hotel with breakfast included. We've tried this as well. We find it a bit more convenient because we don't actually have to then wash the dishes and actually cook, which saves a lot of time for us. Just one thing I want to mention, there can be really good deals to find if you be patient. For me, it takes multiple days to just keep looking on different websites. However, there are really good ones. For example, for Estonia, we spent £179 on booking.com for a really nice hotel with spa facilities included and breakfast included, which was like a 10-minute walk from the city centre, so it's really convenient. Just be careful, don't spend more than like a week looking back on the same websites because the prices will go up. Again, they've got a system where they detect your cookies and they know that you're planning to go on holiday and they'll just put the prices up. So if that does happen, I recommend you just delete all your history and your cookies and wait for a few days and then go back on the site and retype all your searches, or you can even try a different device to look up on. So yeah, just be careful of that. And number 5, this is after you've got your flights, your hotel, your budget. It's time to plan your actual trip. Now, city breaks tend to last 3 to 4 nights. So as I said, you haven't got that much time to look around, so you want to make the best out of your time, and planning ahead is the way to do it. What me and my boyfriend do is write out each day that we're gonna be there. So for example, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and we write the things that we want to do during those days. Now, some ideas of what you may do at a city break is go sightseeing and famous landmarks. This is a pretty common one. I mean, it's what most people go to city breaks for. Shopping is also a really fun thing to do. Just looking around at the different shops in different countries, you know, comparing the prices. Some countries have better prices than others in the same shop, so sometimes it's really worth buying stuff abroad. And another thing we really like to do is find either a spa or a water park if our hotel doesn't come with one, to spend like half of a day in. It's like a tradition between me and my boyfriend. We always find a spa and just relax and enjoy ourselves there. And last but not least, another thing we do is write a list of foods that we want to try now. These can be the traditional foods of the country, or in general any good restaurants that we've heard about. We write a list of those, and then each evening we'll pick one to go to for dinner. As I said, if you're on a really tight budget, you can just go grocery shopping and make your own food, which is also very acceptable if you've got the time to do it. So yeah, these are my top 5 to-dos that you need to consider when planning a city break. I hope these will help you plan it all out and have the best time ever. As I said, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!